you guys, it's Yvette and I'm coming back at you with another video. Today's video is going to be me making some tostadas. They are going to be already kind of prepped because I did do some of the prep work yesterday and I'm going to finish it off today. We are also going to have some tortilla chips on the side because I don't think I have enough tostadas. If you want to see how I made it, then just make sure to keep watching. I do already have some water boiling here. My husband specifically requested beets. He likes them boiled and made. I heard from a friend that you could roast these, so a little part of me is tempted to save some and have them roasted, but I'm just afraid I'm not going to cook them in time. So I think for this week's sake, I'm going to just cook all of these. We'll see, I really don't know, but I'm going to peel these and then get them in the boiling water. And I didn't mention it in the clip before, but I'm going to slice them so that they cook a little quicker because I'm kind of on a time crunch right now. And in all honesty, I think these beets have seen better days. They feel a little bit soft, which I'm thinking they're supposed to feel firmer. In case you're curious, I'm actually peeling these on top of a bag. Quick little trick, if you want to peel in the sink and not have to worry about the peel so much, just lay a plastic bag down, and then when you're done, you just scoop up the bag and throw it away. My fingers are going to be mighty stained by the end of this. To our familiar angle, I have just peeled all of these beets and now I'm going to slice them and get them cooking. You know, I'm not a big fan of beets, but something I do like is their vibrant color. I'm going to throw away the tips because I don't trust them, and yeah, I'll get them in there in just a sec. Alright. So the beets are already going, they're already cooking and boiling, but I forgot to show you the ingredients like I always do. So I'm going to be using these Doritos Salsa Verde chips as a side if people want them, but we are going to be primarily eating these tostadas. I want to finish them up, but if we run out of tostadas and we want some chips, I've got either these or these. I've got my chicken here that I have with a block of cheese because we had quesadillas last night with this chicken. I made this chicken in the slow cooker yesterday. I just put 3 chicken breasts, some chicken broth, seasoned it to my liking, and cooked it on low for 8 hours. I'm going to be using these refried beans, which are vegetarian. Fun fact, there are some refried beans that do include lard, which is pork fat, so if you are plant-based, you definitely want to keep an eye for that, or if you just don't eat pork for whatever reason. Again, you can omit the chicken if you're doing plant-based, but everything else should be fine. This is a very particular type of pepper. It is hot on most days and you don't want to touch it. I'm grabbing it by the stem because this particular, the center of it is very, very spicy. We had some of that last night. It's cooked, and I'll give it to the guys so that they can eat it however they like. I've got an avocado. I've got half an avocado in the fridge. We're just going to chop this up and put it as a side. Just open it up, and if people want them, then they can have it. I have some cabbage that my husband bought, so I'll go ahead and slice that up. I've got some sour cream that I've been trying to find how I'm going to use up. It's going to go bad February 10th, so I want to make sure that that gets eaten. I've got only a small handful of radishes. I've got more that are ready to go, but my husband did already cut some up, so there's some already done. Got this half of an onion to do for the to chop for the refried beans. 3 tomatoes, and that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go back to chopping. So now it looks like we've got a murder scene on our hands, but trust me folks, it's just the beets. There's no meat that I sliced in here before. I'm gonna chop the rest of this up for the refried beans. And also I'll have a little bit on the side. Some people like it raw, so I'm gonna have a few raw onions ready for if anybody wants them. I'm gonna dice these up into bite-sized pieces for everybody to go ahead and take a stab at, eat, enjoy, love on, whatever you want to call it. Oops, this is more than a pedacito, pero bueno. Sorry, mi amor. Not sure if this will be enough, but for now, that's what I'm gonna make. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the refried beans. I've got my skillet heating up at about a medium-high heat. I am going to add some of the onions, not all of them, but just a few. Maybe the bigger pieces. I roughly chopped this, so I think that's good enough. Well, let me throw a little bit more. So this is good enough as far as raw onions. Not everybody's gonna want all that, so. Anywho, to that I'm gonna add some extra virgin olive oil, just a dash. A little bit more just for fun. And then you start mixing it around and letting those onions sweat just a little bit. So as you can see, they're starting to get a translucent color. So about this time is when you want to start adding your beans. I'm going to let them go just a touch more, and then we'll add in the beans. So here is the can of beans. Again, I'm using this brand, La Preferida, but you can use any brand. One of my coworkers actually gifted me these. Obviously, if you make these, it's far better. But since these were gifted to me, and I don't make them all the time, I think this is good. Maybe one day I'll venture off into making my own. But for now, this is good. Just want to be sure to get most of that goodness out of the can, pan frying it and incorporating the onions until it's thoroughly heated through, and that's pretty much it, y'all. And I'm pretty sure my beets are cooked through, so I'm going to turn those off. And hopefully I'm not blocking the view here. But as you can see, it's pretty simple. Just take some pretty constant stirring. But that's it. I mean, they're pretty much heated through. Now you just turn off the oven, serve in a bowl, and they're good to go. So I am finishing off the video in a voiceover. I'm just hovering here and showing you all the ingredients. It was pretty busy for everybody, so I apologize about the mess on my table, but you'll see in a minute. I'm going to show you the ingredients up close one more time. We have the radishes, the chopped up tomatoes, the refried beans, avocado, some limes, the raw onions, the chips and tostadas, sour cream, radish, and the cabbage, as well as the hot pepper, mayo, all the fun toppings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please consider subscribing. Take care. Bye.